In this video, I will continue talking about function machines. The video will cover F3, F4, and F5. In the previous video, we looked at what happens if there is a function machine where the input is a number. Now we will look at what happens if it's an expression. So here, our input is x. The function machine will be adding 3, and we are searching for the output. In the case of algebra, the output will look slightly differently than when the input was a number, because here x plus 3 will simply be x plus 3. We don't have to simplify it because there's no way to simplify it further. This will be our final result. So let's look at the second one. We start with x, we subtract 3 from it, and the output of the function machine will be x, take away 3. In the third case, the input is x, the function is multiplying by 3, and here the output will be 3x. This is interesting because I did not write x times 3. The reason for that is that this multiplication sign looks too similar to the algebraic x, and we can simplify that to just write 3 lots of x. There's a hidden multiplication sign here, which means that it is 3 times x, but we can just say 3x or 3 lots of x. The last example is where the input is x, and we divide that by 3. Our result will be x over 3. Again, like in the multiplication case, we don't write x divided by 3, we write x over 3, which is the same thing. As we know, fraction line means division. So now let's look at what happens if we have two-step function machines where the input is an algebraic expression. In the first case, we start with x, we multiply that by 2, so our intermediate result will be 2 lots of x, and then we add 7 to that, so our final result is 2 lots of x plus 7. Pause the video here and try to work out the second example for yourself. The second example, the input is y, we multiply that by 8, our intermediate result will be 8 lots of x, and then we subtract 9 from that, and our final output is 8x subtract 9. Now we will look at two-step function machines which involve division. The first example, we start with the variable x, we divide it by 2, and then we add 7 to that. Let's go step by step. X divided by 2, that will be x over 2. And then when we add 7 to the whole expression, therefore it will be x over 2 add 7. This is the final output of the whole function machine. Let's now compare that to the second example, where the only difference is the order of the two operations. We start with the variable y, we add 7 to that, which will be y plus 7, and then we divide the whole thing by 2. The final output is y plus 7 divided by 2. Notice the difference between the two outputs. This difference comes from the fact that here we swapped the order of the two operations. So now it's your turn. Pause the video here and have a go at these two questions by yourself. Try to work out what is the output of these two function machines. In the first function machine, the intermediate result will be a over 3, and then we subtract 5, therefore the output will be a over 3, take away 5. Second one, the intermediate result is b take away 5, and the final answer is b take away 5 over 3.